Hello everyone, welcome to the SBI Securities weekly wrap podcast. First of all, wishing everyone a very happy new year. Coming to the week gone by, so Indian equity markets ended first week of the year on a flat note as benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty closed marginally lower by 0.3 and 0.1% respectively. The week remained lackluster with muted cues from the global markets as all the major markets were shut on 1st Jan on account of the New Year Day holiday. However, in India, provisional business updates from companies led to stock specific action during the week. Business updates from the banking and financial services space were a mixed bag. Loan growth in Q3 remained healthy, but deposit growth remained slightly muted. The low-cost deposits, which is CASA, the growth continued to remain moderate, which is expected to keep banks' margins under pressure in Q3. A few of the banks that reported strong provisional numbers were HDFC Bank, IndusInd Bank, Bandhan Bank, Ujjivan and Equitas and AU Small Finance Bank, Bajaj Finance and Poonawalla FinCorp in the NBFC space, while growth remained slightly muted for Dhanlaxmi Bank and J&K Bank. Updates from companies such as Macrotech Developers and Sobha showed continued resilience in the real estate market in Q3. In FMCG large cap, Dabur's update was also on expected lines, with growth for Q3 coming in from volume growth. On the economic data front, GST collections for December rose 10% YOY to rupees 1.65 lakh crore, and this is now GST collections have been above the 1.5 lakh crore mark for the 10th consecutive month in a row. During the week, FIIs remained net buyers to the tune of 3,955 crores, so a strong buy figure from FIIs in the first week of the year, while DIIs turned net sellers, offloading close to 3,800 crores. This is till the Thursday, 4th Jan, in the cash market. Talking about the weekly sectoral gainers and losers on BSE. So Realty Index was the best performer, up 8% for the week. So strong real estate sales in Q3, and naturally the index also has rallied big time. Among the other indices, power, healthcare, oil and gas and the PSU indices were also up 2 to 4% each. On the losing side, metal index was the worst performer with cut off close to 2%, following the weak economic data from China and strength in the dollar index. Among other losers were the IT index, which was down 1.4%, and the auto index, which was down 1.2%. Talking about the gainers and losers on Nifty for the week. So the top gainers in Nifty during the week were Adani Ports, ONGC, Adani Enterprises, Bajaj Finance and Tata Consumer, while the top losers were Eicher Motors, JSW Steel, LTI Mindtree, M&M and Ultratech Cement. Some key monitorables, so FIIs continued to buy with a net buy figure of 3,955 crores, while DIIs net sold 3,800 crores. Brent crude was up 0.7% this week, and it continues to remain volatile, so currently at around $77-$78 per barrel. Rising geopolitical tensions in the Middle East are keeping crude prices volatile. Also, the US 10-year bond yield has risen again to above the 4% mark following the hawkish FOMC minutes. So the rate cuts that are expected in 2024, there is a possibility that it might get delayed towards the second half of the year. So bond yields have risen again in the US. Coming to corporate developments, so plenty of Q3 provisional updates in the week. So among them, major ones, HDFC Bank's gross advances stood at 24.7 lakh crore, registering growth of 62% YOY, and the deposits at 22.1 lakh crore were up 28% YOY. CASA deposits stood at 8.4 lakh crore and the CASA ratio was at 37.7%. Bajaj Finance, the loan book stood at 3.1 lakh crore, growing 35% YOY in Q3, so strong growth in Bajaj Finance. L&T Finance, The retail disbursements for Q3 grew 25% YOY to 14,500 crore, and the retail loan book now stands at 74,750 crore, growth of 31% YOY. So again, strong numbers from L&T Finance. In the real estate space, Sobha recorded highest ever quarterly sales value in Q3 at 1,952 crores. It was a growth of 37% YOY and 13% quarter on quarter. The average price realization grew 15% sequentially to 11,732 rupees per square feet. And the quarterly new sales area also remained steady at 1.7 million square feet, which was a growth of 13% YOY. So this Sobha being a large player in the Bangalore and the adjacent southern markets, a strong set of numbers in Q3 from Sobha Limited. Coming to the retail space, so Kalyan Jewellers reported a revenue growth of 40% YOY in Q3. So again, strong set of numbers. We had a bumper festive season in Q3, and there was healthy same-store sales growth across all key markets. The company added 15 showrooms in India and 2 in the Middle East, and 13 Candor showrooms. So strong performance from Kalyan Jewellers as well. Avenue Supermarts reported Q3 standalone revenue at 13,247 crores, which was up 17% YOY, but below the normal CAGR growth that we see for Avenue Supermarts. Adani Ports, the company handled cargo volumes of 35.7 million ton in December, which was up 42% YOY. And in 9 months, the total cargo volume growth has been 23% YOY. So strong set of numbers from Adani Ports as well. Ultratech Cement, the Q3 sales volume at 27.3 million ton were up 6% YOY, and there was a 5% volume growth in the domestic market. Also, plenty of engineering and EPC players reported order wins. So, Gensol Engineering won an order worth 139 crores for EPC of a solar power facility. Suzlon Energy continues to win new orders. So, this week again it secured a new order worth 225 megawatt for supply of 75 wind turbines. Jupiter Wagons secured an order from the Defense Ministry worth 473 crores for supply of close to 700 open military wagons. BEML received orders worth 329 crores from the Defense Ministry for supply of mechanical minefield marking equipment. KPI Green Energy also continues to win new orders. So it won an order for 3 megawatt for execution of a solar power project. So plenty of order wins continues in the infrastructure space. We also had the December auto sales at the start of this week. So the key highlight was the two-wheeler industry, where sales grew in double digits for TVS Motor and Bajaj Auto. So strong growth continues. The rural recovery is also being witnessed. Three-wheeler sales were also robust for Bajaj Auto, and the company continues to gain market share in the three-wheeler space. In the passenger vehicle space, so although Maruti Suzuki reported flat growth on an overall total sales in December, the SUV sales were up 40% YOY, and the company continues to gain market share in the SUV segment. Coming to the call updates that we have given in this week. So we have given three calls. First up is pick of the day in Shriram Finance. We have given it at a price of 2,089 with a target of 2,298 rupees. So Shriram Finance is an NBFC and is a leading player in the pre-owned CV financing segment and two-wheeler segment. And it is a diversified player in passenger vehicles, construction equipment, tractor financing, personal loans, gold loans, and MSME finance. The company has guided for AUM growth of 15% for FY24, which is expected to be surpassed easily. The net interest margins have remained positive on back of increasing share of higher yielding segments, and the asset quality too is showing improvement over the last few quarters. So at the at the recommended price, the stock trades at price to book of 1.6 times FY24 and 1.4 times FY25 consensus estimates. Another call in pick of the day is GSPL, Gujarat State Petronet, at price of 307 with a target price of 338. The company is a Gujarat based PSU involved in natural gas transmission and distribution. It holds 54% stake in Gujarat Gas, which is a leading city gas distributor in Gujarat. So GSPL's transmission volumes have picked up in the first half, with first half volumes up 10% YOY over last year first half, and it offers an attractive dividend yield of 1.6% with a 30% dividend payout in FY23. The stock trades at FY25 PE of 16.2 times, so attractive valuation given the recovery in gas volumes and the higher dividend yield. In the pick of the week, we have given VIP Industries Limited at a price of 608 rupees with a target of 700. So VIP Industries is the leading manufacturer and retailer of luggage, backpacks and handbags in the organized luggage market in India, and it has a 44% market share in the organized market. It has a diversified product portfolio with strong brands. The company is investing 200 crores in FY24 towards greenfield manufacturing facilities in India and Bangladesh. And second half of FY24 is expected to be better as wedding and festive season will drive the performance. So at the recommended price, the stock is trading at 58 times FY24 and 37.5 times FY25 estimated earnings. In key events for next week, so markets will that the markets will track. So next week, IT sector will remain in focus as major IT companies such as Infosys, TCS, HCL Tech, and Wipro will announce their Q3 results. Other key results next week include HDFC AMC and HDFC Life. Also, on the economic front, key economic indicators such as the US CPI and the PPI data, as well as India CPI and IIP data, will be released next week. The markets will also closely track the geopolitical developments in the Middle East. For key corporate actions in next week, kindly refer to our weekly wrap report. The link to view the report is shared in the description box below. This was all about the weekly market podcast. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.